I was going to do a dance to this song, but everyone's turning up at different times. So I'm not.
Sorry. We can start the song again if you want to dance.
I am listening, but I'm also multitasking. Becca was here and then she's gone.
No, it's gone. It was that bad, she's left already. Feel free to help yourself to any drinks and snacks that you like. Because let's just face it, if this is terrible, at least you can leave saying that you've been fed. Are we expecting anybody else tonight, or is this it?
There's only 8, but you said 9.
I thought there was going to be 9. Oh, Sue is coming. Because she didn't know
already
about
gone
it.
home. She's already said goodbye to me.
She's probably forgotten.
Oh, she's probably forgotten. Well, it killed one of my jokes, but it's fine. I am probably going to forget a lot of my lines, so I do have notes here. So if you see me looking here, that's fine. And I'll probably still forget because I've literally written my 3 keywords perfect. So it could be very, very funny, or it could be really, really terrible. And Becca, you may reconsider my employment in this establishment after
This has got nothing to do with
what I'm about to say. Right, so yeah, hello. Are we all right tonight?
Very good.
Yes. So I've never done this before, and I'm feeling a little bit embarrassed. See, I've never done it before. I don't mean embarrassing myself, because I do that all the time. I mean stand-up comedy. This is the first time I've ever stood in front of a group of people and tried to be funny. I don't see myself as much of a public speaker. In fact, I see myself as quite a shy and awkward person. So to be up here in front of you guys today, I'm a little bit nervous. You see, I really struggle with knowing how people see me, how people interpret me and my behaviour. So I'm going to need a little bit of help from you guys tonight, okay? It's playing the song again. No? Let me start that bit again. So I see myself as quite a shy and awkward person, really. I'm not out there socialising at the weekends trying to meet new people. That's far too uncomfortable for me. I'm hiding in the bushes in parks. Not really. I mean, I am weird, but I'm not that weird. Actually, maybe I'll let you guys be the judge of that based on what I'm about to reveal to you tonight. I spend a lot of my time actively avoiding being perceived. I just don't feel comfortable being in front of people. Yet here I am tonight. So I'm always worrying that I've said the wrong thing, that I've done something strange, or that I've offended somebody. I'm standing here tonight wondering how many of you absolutely hate me and want me to die. Oh, do you want me to die?
No.
Do you want me to die?
Oh, it's a bit of a shock.
Your smile is saying no, but your eyes are telling me a different story. But really, I do think that I'm going to need a little bit of help from you guys tonight, okay? Because, like I say, I struggle to read people, and I struggle to understand what they are thinking when they're watching me, okay? So I'm going to need a little bit of extra input from you guys, okay? So if I'm being really funny and you think that what I'm saying is hilarious, then I would like you to give me one of these. Let's practice it together. Very good, well done, excellent work. If what I'm saying is sort of funny, the kind of funny where you maybe huff a little bit of air out of your nose, then do this. And if it's absolutely shit, then give me one of these. Go on, give it a go, put some passion into it.
I can't do that.
That will really help me. Maybe not with my self-esteem, but it means that I won't have to give out feedback forms to you all after the show. So that's a win-win, I think, for all of us. One of the many reasons that I struggle to know whether I'm funny or not is because I have spent the last 9 years in a relationship with a man who took great pleasure in constantly putting me down and telling me, "You're not funny."
Boo!
To him, not to me.
I could say something that I thought was absolutely hilarious, and he would turn around and say to me, "You're not funny." I could make a whole room of people laugh. I'd walk away feeling a little bit smug and pleased with myself, and he would always reply with, "Well, you're not funny." Sometimes I'd even make him laugh. On occasion, I would see the physical pain in his facial muscles from how he was trying to suppress a smile at something I said. Sometimes he would proper belly laugh, and yet still, apparently, I'm not funny. So as you may be able to understand, my perception is a little bit skewed. But bear in mind, this is somebody whose idea of peak humour was to walk into a room, drop into this pose, and go, nyang, 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 poopy pants!
That is funny.
Don't laugh at that! Thumbs down! That's not funny. Look, I know you guys work with little kids all day, but that is little boy humour. Let's have some maturity, please. Actually, I can't really talk about maturity. Since the breakup, I've been enjoying doing things that feel a little bit petty and rebellious. I've been treating myself to a few little small guilty pleasures, like drinking a cup of coffee in bed in the morning. Naughty! When I've been going to the supermarket, I've been buying what I would like to eat. Like broccoli. The forbidden vegetable. Scandalous. I've got no idea what's going on with the World Cup, and I don't even have to pretend to care. And that's really satisfying. And what
You just need to know Spain.
So something that I find really satisfying is imagining him watching me through the window of separation, getting his knickers in a twist, because I'm out there living my best peaceful life without him, doing things that I want to do, without anyone to say to me, you can't do this, you can't do that. Well, I am doing it, and I'm doing it out of spite. You can't stop me. One of the biggest acts of rebellion is being up here tonight, because I admitted to him a little while ago that I really wanted to give stand-up a go, and you can imagine his reaction to that. Why would you do that? You're not funny. Well, actually, based on the reaction so far, I am funny, and so I am doing it. You know what? Just getting a few laughs here tonight is really validating. And to be honest, after 9 years being told how rubbish I am at everything all the time, I've been craving a little bit of validation. I'll be honest, comedy isn't the first attempt that I've made at getting validation. You see, I make absolutely terrible music. It's absolutely shite. I've been making music for over 20 years, but I've only had the audacity to start releasing it in the last 3. And despite how utterly rubbish my music is, I achieved something pretty impressive earlier in the year. Despite my music being complete and utter bilge, I had a song played on the radio. Woo! Can you imagine his reaction to that? This is me reacting to my song being played on the radio, by the way. Look at my happy little face. You can practically see the validation seeping out of my pores. I was really proud of myself, but I was the only one in the household that was, unfortunately. This is my Spotify artists page. Now, bear in mind that I've had a song played on the radio. How many monthly listeners do you think I'm currently on? Actually, wait a minute. I think I need to give you guys something for comparison. So I picked another artist from Spotify at random, just to compare the numbers with. I'm not really that familiar with her. I mean, I don't know if you guys know her. Taylor Swift. So Taylor Swift is currently on 101.7 million monthly listeners. Bear in mind this information from a fellow artist. What do you guys think I'm on this month?
10.
Oh, that's 10 million.
I was going to say 106 million.
Any other guesses?
127.
Oh, 127. Any final guesses?
50.
Okay, pretty low. Okay. You may have just killed the joke. I'll show you. 8. Not 8 million, not 8,000, not even 800. 8.
Ain't more than me.
It's after so many years putting so much passion and love and energy into my music, frankly, it feels a little bit embarrassing. In the last 3 years, I have earned a grand total of £6 from streaming services.
Woo!
Do you want to get up and do a bit? You can't even buy a bag of chips for £6 these days. Hardly seems worth it. So I put music on the back burner for a little while. At the age of 38, it started to feel a little bit humiliating. So I decided to try something new. And that's where stand-up comes in. You see, with comedy, you don't have to be any particular age. There are comics just starting out in the business now who are decades older than I. And also, unlike music, you don't have to have a certain look, and you don't have to project the same kind of confidence that a mainstream pop star would have to project. I think I would enjoy being a stand-up comedian because in the comedy scene, all of the comedians are a little bit messed up, but they're able to laugh about it. So I think I'd fit right in, actually. I've just realised, oh, hello. I was going to show you my song and I forgot to do it. This was one of the main bits, and I forgot. Do your weirdest dances. If you want to check it out on Spotify, then you can. Because actually, I couldn't do the joke that I was going to do because there aren't enough of you. I might do it anyway, because why not? I should have chosen a shorter clip. See if I can stop it. No? No, I can't. There we go. What the joke was going to be was this. So, let me count you all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 of you in this room right now. 8 plus 10, anybody? Mathematicians? Can you help me out? 18? Oh! I'm up to 18 monthly listeners! What a triumph. I've been thinking a lot about the concept of fame recently, and I think I've got mixed feelings about it. As I say, I'd feel very happy to be a famous stand-up comedian because I do think I'd fit in very well in the scene. But one thing that I think I would really struggle with is being perceived publicly so often. If I was famous, I'd be walking down the street and I'd be spotted, I'd be stopped, and people would ask for photos when I'm looking far from my best. I don't even like the photos I take of me, let alone the blurry, half-closed eyes, double-chin paparazzi photos that would no doubt be circulating online so everyone could have a dig at how fat and unattractive I am. So a few years ago, I gave myself a new name, and this is my stage name, Luna Solaris. Oh, no, I think it went on too far. This is my stage name, Luna Solaris. See, I grew up with a name that I absolutely hated. My first name was not very common, and so a lot of people couldn't spell or pronounce it. It caused a lot of admin issues. And what was worse than that is that growing up, I could never find my name on a novelty keyring in a gift shop.
On a hairband.
On a hairband, yeah. Do you guys remember a few years ago the Coke bottles with people's names on? Share a Coke with Karen. Share a Coke with Sammy. Well, you couldn't share a Coke with me because no one could find the bloody bottle. And my surname, well, not only did it forever link me with my dad, proper wanker one, but my surname also came with a theme tune. Let's sing it together. The Simpsons. Anyway. You imagine me being a little kid in the 90s getting asked 100 times a day, is your brother Bart? Is your dad Homer? Annoying. So I changed it. Luna Solaris. Now Luna was an easy choice to make because Luna means moon. I love the moon. You can often find me underneath it atop a hill, howling into the night and covered in hair. Oh no, wait, that's werewolves. I love the moon. My surname's Solaris. That was a harder choice to make. I tried a few different names out. over the years. And eventually I saw the name Solaris somewhere and it just clicked. It just seemed like the perfect juxtaposition. Luna, the moon, solar, the sun. It was perfect. And so I started to use that name publicly and when I was promoting my music. After a while, it started to feel more like my real name than my real name ever did. But there was a problem. Has anyone ever Googled themselves?
Yes.
What was the result?
There's a lot of me. There are a lot. Interesting. Yeah, there are. Wanted
A lot
ads.
of you.
Not that many wanted. Pay millions of pounds. There's quite a few of me.
Okay.
Obviously not as amazing as me, but there are a few of me.
Oh, I
yeah.
see what you mean.
Oh,
So it's not
different
you as in
Yeah.
you, it's
Lots
other
Me
of
as
people
in
names.
lots
with
of,
lots of
yeah,
names.
lots of currencies.
Okay,
Yeah.
but they were actual people, yeah?
Yeah.
Like actual people, not anything weird.
No,
No.
actual people.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, I didn't look too much into it. I was upset. There's more than one of me.
Do you guys want to see what comes up when I Google myself?
Yes, we
Yay!
That's not the full photo, by the way. I haven't had a massive glow up. That's a caravan. Out of all the name combinations I could have chosen, I named myself after a bloody caravan. Now, as my fame inevitably grows, the best I can hope for is that the company might give me a brand deal. Maybe I'll end up getting to keep one of these bad boys, and then the next time I embarrass myself, which I know will soon come, I can drive off into the sunset in one of these, never to be seen again. Are we having
Sorry.
problems with the technology?
No, just
It's
saying
just
the
the
fans
fans
making
making
it
it
wobble.
blow.
That's fine, because I'm wobbly anyway, so it's it just matches. We probably need the fan, don't we?
Well, it goes on and off, so I mean, you know.
So do I. Right, okay. So I've got cramp in my foot. Let me just... Genuinely, that wasn't a joke, by the way. So, like I said, I think I would find the concept of being perceived as a celebrity really difficult to deal with. And one thing that I think I would find even harder than that is dealing with the fans. Do you guys know what fans can actually be like?
No.
That was interfering.
Sometimes
Actual
they
fans.
spin around stay there across the room and going oh wait, that's the wrong kind of fan. I mean the celebrity fans. They can be really unhinged and creepy, and frankly they scare me a little bit. I don't mean the casual fans, the type ones as I call them. They're the ones who are able to like a celebrity without it completely taking over their life. I mean the super fans, the type twos as I call them. They're the ones turning up to the gigs with fan art like an offering. I trade you this highly detailed portrait of yourself for your hand in marriage. Here's a scrapbook I made of every quote from every interview that I've collected since 2005. These fans are the ones with a secret second Instagram account dedicated to their celebrity crush. They're posting fan edits on TikTok with the caption, "Oh my God, if he ever sees this, I think I'll just die." And then there are 6 other fangirls in the comments tagging the actual celebrity. Like, why do they do that? So the celebrity can come and have a look at what is essentially a soft porn video of themselves. Like, that's not weird as fuck. I see these types of fans in the comments all the time underneath the posts of my current celebrity crush. And sometimes they just take things way too far. One of the most prolific fangirls recently wrote a comment under a video, and it simply said, "Breed me. Breed me." Let's pick that apart for a second. That's weird, right?
Yes.
Why would you say that to a person? And why? And I actually think they probably wouldn't say that to somebody if that person wasn't famous. Can you imagine going up to a handsome stranger in the bar and that's your chat-up line?
Read me.
That's just
Not gonna
creepy.
run away. Read me now.
I actually think if I was famous and I saw comments like that written about me, I would find it really uncomfortable. The thought of people objectifying me like that makes my skin crawl. So, as a type 3 fan, I try to moderate my behaviour. While I can be just as creepy as the fangirls in the type 2 category, I'd like to think I'm more respectful. You would never catch me typing breed me in the comments.
She has please at the front.
She's very nice. You can be my supporter. I see a crush as something sacred and delicate, and therefore I handle it carefully, like I'm carrying a little porcelain teacup across a rickety old bridge over a 30-foot drop. Flirting in the comment section could be the thing that sends my little teacup hurtling over the edge and into my crush's blocked accounts. And I can't be having that. The last thing I want people to think is that I'm a creepy weirdo that would type things like that in the comments. I mean, breed me. What do they think they're going to get out of that? Do they think the celebrity's going to turn up on their doorstep like, knock, knock, hello, I'm here for the breeding session. Our babies will be both talented and batshit insane. Despite my best efforts not to look like a creepy weirdo, sometimes my inner fangirl gets a little bit carried away. Do you guys want to hear an embarrassing story?
Yes!
I'm going to need a drink before that. So I recently had the opportunity to go and see my celebrity crush perform. And it felt like a real opportunity because I've actually met them before. Now, they say that you should never meet your heroes, but let's just say that the encounter felt electric. And so the opportunity to be close again felt like a gift from the universe. And so I formulated a plan. I was going to be brave and try and find them after the show. And if the vibe was still there, I was going to shoot my shot and give them my number. So I booked tickets. I bought myself a nice dress.
Woo!
I bought matching underwear from Ann Summers. And I booked a hotel with a 4-poster king size.
That's not a shot, that's a cannon.
That might be the way forward. So after the show, I went to go and find them, but unfortunately, the venue staff had started kicking everybody out, and so I had no choice but to leave the venue. I was full of adrenaline. My hands were shaking. I needed a moment to calm down, so I went and stood by a nearby bench. But a few seconds later, I caught eyes with a security guard who was locked in on me and staring me down. The energy I must have been given off in that moment was probably really intense, and I realised that I was coming across a little bit creepy. In that moment, I was no better than the fangirl typing breed me in the comments. And so I left. I decided I must admit defeat, chalk it up as a loss. And so I started to walk back to my hotel. I was only round the corner of the venue, and then I received a text from my friend. So I stopped to answer it. The street was dark, it was late at night, there was nobody else around. I leaned against the wall of a random person's house and started to answer my friend. And then, from my left, I became aware of footsteps approaching me. And so, I looked up. Out of all the people in the city that night, can you guess who was walking right over to me? Only my celebrity crush. But I was feeling a little bit unsettled from how the security guard had been staring me down. And with my chronic shyness and low self-esteem, I did what any nervous, anxious person would do. I snapped my gaze to my phone and I stared at it like this. Then he passed me by, So close I felt the air move as he cut through it. And he was gone. I'd missed my chance. My heart swelled with shame and regret, but at least I knew that I had escaped with my dignity intact. It had been a few months since we'd last met. The chances are he probably didn't recognise me anyway. So, alone in the street at night, I decided my only option was to go back to my hotel. So I started walking. My crush was a few steps ahead of me, but I thought it'll be fine. He'll turn off in a minute. But he never turned off. He remained in front of me for at least 5 minutes. Bear in mind, this is in the night time. There's nobody else around apart from me and him, and I am following him down the street. So now, instead of just being a creepy weirdo hovering around the corner from the venue, I'm actively stalking him back to his hotel. I tried to keep my distance. He was in front of me. I was nervous, and he kept slowing down and glancing around, and I thought, oh, maybe he just doesn't know which way to go. I kept going, and eventually we came to a street that was a bit busier, and he was scooped up by a group of fans. So I took my opportunity and I slipped past, and I carried on walking. I could see my hotel at the end of the road now, like a light at the end of the tunnel. I'd nearly escaped this embarrassing situation. But then, just a few moments later, I heard those familiar footsteps again. He was following me now! And all I could think was, oh my God, is he staying at the same hotel? Imagine how that would have looked. It would have looked as if I'd somehow intercepted his schedule, found out where he'd been planning to stay, and booked a hotel room in the same hotel so that I could have carried out some sort of daring celebrity kidnap. Oh God, I could type "breed me" 100 times in the comments and still be less creepy than I was that night. So, yes, I did miss my chance. But I'd like to think that if our paths ever did cross again, which I do think is inevitable, because I've already booked tickets to the next gig.
Let's make the t-shirt.
I'd like to think that maybe, just maybe, he might be able to see the funny side, and that he might find my awkwardness endearing. Because I can't be starting a new life, changing my name again. I've already done that once. I've been Luna Solaris, failed musician, unfunny wannabe stand-up comedian, spiteful ex-girlfriend, accidental celebrity stalker, and caravan. I forgot the joke about the bush in the park.